Hello, we're on to matchday number 6 for the Nations League Part 1. So these are matches in a couple of days' time. Just the 9 games before on tonight. We'll look at the big bulk 18 matches the following day there to decide who ends up topping the groups and who gets relegated down. It's very exciting stuff. Some of these groups have already been decided. There's quite a few that haven't so far. So first we'll have a look back and see how I got on and see how the Football Simulator got on with last time's matches and see all the different interesting results we had from these nine games that the teams played against. We'll go live and have a look at what the Football Simulator predicts during this live stream, as well as predictions that I come up as well too. Some buffering issues here. Okay, do it again. Nice. So, starting off with Sam Wiener, this Nations League has really helped some of these low-weighted countries, because Sam Wiener are the worst football club in the world. And they were able to manage to get a point against Gibraltar. Last time they managed to get a point against Liechtenstein. So now they'll draw here, despite having man sent off, then David D. Simocini in the 49th minute. 7 to 5 shots for Gibraltar and just the one on target, and that was for San Marino. Malta 3-1 winners against Andorra. Coming from behind after Mark Webe's opened the scoring for Andorra, and then Emil Garcia, an own goal for Malta, and then the likes of Jurgen Decabrali and also Sean Dimage won a couple of goals there for Malta. 15 to 3 shots for Malta and 4 to 1 on target. Azerbaijan and Montenegro also a 0-0 draw. Ivanok got sent off in stoppage time of the first half for Montenegro. So Azerbaijan 10-8 on the shots, 3 to 2 on target, but ultimately nothing for themselves in the end. Cyprus came from behind to defeat Luxembourg 2-1. Had Ioannis Kosopolios scoring the goal. Luxembourg, in fact, it was an own goal, so all these goals were scored from Cyprus. Vahid Slimanov got sent off for Luxembourg, so there's a few red cards in these games. And then Grigos Kastanios got 2 goals and 1 penalty kick there. 13 to 10 on the shots and 5 to 2 on target for Cyprus. Oh, we got Taller Man in this live stream there. Hey, how you doing? Yay, he's come up there, so you've been missing me. It's been a whole day. What have you done to cope and get past your time? Other games, Latvia and Faroe Islands, 1-1 draw. The 2 goals being scored in the space of a minute here, with Vladimir Kamis for Latvia, and then had Ghana Fatima scoring for the Faroes. Germany came from behind to defeat Ukraine 3-1. Robin Yaman Chuk scoring for Ukraine, and then we have Leroy Sane and also Timo Werner on the score sheet there for Germany. Did you get the 12-inch sub from Subway yet? No, I haven't there. I only have takeaway nights once a week, so potentially in a couple of days' time we might have Subway. We'll just have to wait and see on that one. France 1-0 winners against Portugal. This was a key matchup here. It means that France end up going to the semi-finals of the Nations League tournament against what was the previous holders. But it's really difficult competition to retain the trophy, as you're competing against the top teams in your group as well in the sense, and as well as in the finals. So to get there is like winning in itself. So N'Golo Kante managed to score the only goal here for France in the 53rd minute. 18 to 13 shots for Portugal and 7 to 6 on target for France. Switzerland and Spain 1-1 draw this match. Big drama involved as Spain managed to miss 2 penalty kicks to get a last minute draw against the Swiss there. So their hopes are in a bit of tatters. So they had Wemo Berlini swimming there for Switzerland. And for Spain, it was Gerard Marino in the 89th minute. 20-7 shots for Spain and 7-4 on target. And Nico Arvidi got a red card in the 29th minute for Switzerland, which really didn't help the matters. And finally, Sweden defeated Croatia 2-1 with Dejan Klevinski and also Marcus Wilson. Meanwhile, for Croatia, Marcus Wilson also got another goal, but this time was an own goal to give Croatia one back. 11-7 shots for Sweden and 6-3 on target. So how do we get on with these predictions? To say the Football Simulator did a heck of a lot better than what I did for these 9 games here. Predicting San Marino and Gibraltar to be a draw, Malta to win, also Azerbaijan and Montenegro to be a draw, as well as Cyprus, Germany and Sweden all to win their games there. For myself, just the 2 correct picks being Malta to win and Latvia and the Faroe Islands to draw. So the football sides managed to get 14.8 compared to my 4.6 for these games here. So the overall leaderboard at this point of time saw the Football Simulator on top with 106.06. I'm in second, 93.28. Tomo is in third, 5.89. Cavan Wright in fourth with 4.49 and 2 Swaft in fifth place with 0 points. So now we move on to Matchday 6 Part 1 games here. So without further ado, let's have a look and see how these teams are situated on the table with just this one last game for these teams to play. So first up we have Andorra as they take on Latvia. Andorra, the underdogs here at $4, $3.10 for the draw and $2 for Latvia. What group are these guys in? They were in Group 1. So Andorra, bottom of the table, 0 points, 2 draws and 3 defeats, taking on Latvia. And Latvia are third place here, so this is a really, really important match for Andorra to win. Because if Andorra win this game, Latvia end up going down. Actually, there was no way down to go because this is the final group there. But yeah, you only can get promoted from this group. There was no further down, so just better of trying not to finish last, pick up their first one of the campaign. Wayne King is busy at the moment, so you see if he'll join us hopefully. Okay, so you have good connections with some of the people that join the live streams there, Taller Man. Yeah, it's really important. Yeah, it's not as important as it should be though. If there was a League E, then it would be more so, but yeah. So this is the battle of trying to finish in third spot in this group here. Both winless in this campaign, Latvia managed to pick up 4 draws out of 5 games with 1 defeat. So if they turn those draws into wins, they could have been joining the Faroe Islands in a step in terms of getting promoted. So what am I going to go for this prediction here? Andorra scored 1 goal, Latvia scored 3 goals. Latvia are the favourites, but joined too many times. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Blake White is busy. Wayne the King, he'll join soon as well. Okay, so yeah. How do you know about Blake White and Wayne the King there, Taller Man? You'll sort of group together on whether or not you can show your faces and turn up in each of these streams. So you're the main boss guy. We are close. Okay. Fair enough. That's why I normally see you turn up first and then the others sort of follow suit. But if they're busy, that's fine. I mean, I'm doing this live stream and then afterwards I'm doing the part 2 for this. So I'll probably be on for the next hour, hour and a half if they are free. If not, there's always another day. So Andorra, the 175th in the world. And for Latvia, what is their world ranking? Okay, so we'll see what the Football Simulator has to say for this game here. Latvia, they're 148th in the world. Okay, what's that a bit? Okay, match. Oh yeah, and we can also have a look at previous results for these teams and questions. So previous game was a 0-0 draw back in September. Before that, a 0-0 draw in 2018. Also a 0-0 draw early in 2018. So the last 3 times that these two sides have played against each other was a 0-0 draw. So hopefully there's a few more goals this time. And then before that, 2017 Latvia 4-0 thumping, and 2016 a 1-0 victory for Latvia. So Andorra, they're still looking to score against Latvia. I did some ranking in class. Hopefully the good type and not the bad type there, thought man. Alright, and kick off. What have we got? We have a 2-2 draw. Okay. So we're all thinking draws. I'm thinking 1-1 draw. Football Somebody's thinking 2-2 draw. Head-to-head results are saying 0-0 draw. So it's going to be a draw, isn't it? Andorra, they're going for their goal scorers to be the likes of Jesus, Rubio, and also Jordi Alias. For Latvia, Valajas, Stabila, and also Vladislavs Gatkovskis. It's one of the goals for Latvia. So this will be a Group A match. Lights are top with 4 wins, 1 draw, 0 defeats. And they got a 3-point lead over Portugal, but I did hear that France was able to qualify somehow, so there must be some sort of, I don't know, head-to-head record against Portugal. Was that after get them over the line or something? I'm not quite sure how they separated if they finished on the same points. For instance, if France lose here, Portugal win their game, and Sweden beat them instead. The teacher didn't catch me, surprisingly. Yeah, you'll be in big trouble if they did. Hey. Alright. So France big favourites at $1.57. $3.60 for the draw, $6 for Sweden to pick up the win. So this match not as important as it would have been if Portugal beat France or something like that. The goal difference, yeah, so 8 goals scored, 3 goals against, +5 compared to Portugal, +7. But I did hear something about France would have been qualified, so it must be a head-to-head record situation against Portugal that they managed to qualify and go into the semi-finals. Then with Sweden, can they get some points here and overtake Croatia, because that's the more important storyline, because who finishes bottom gets relegated to a League D or B. What activity is that? So you're talking about like a sport or type of ranking system there for a video like we were discussing yesterday. So France second in the world at this moment in time against Sweden, who are 23rd in the world. And we'll see the past results for these countries and questions as well. So we've got a 1-0 win for France back in September. It was a 2-1 win for Sweden in 2017. 2-1 for France in 2016. 2-0 Sweden in 2012. 1-1 draw 1993. 2-1 for France 1993. Probably still going to back France to win this game all weekend. Sweden only scoring 3 goals in their 5 games. They did manage to pick up a win against Croatia. I did see that one coming, I believe. Oh, yeah. Ranking the teachers. You really like listing the different placings for the teachers or the girls in the class or the boys there. I wouldn't think it would be something that teachers want you to do, though. Because if they're not number 1, then, out of my class, detention or something like that. So I'm going to go for France this game. It's probably going to be close because there's not that much on the line for them, more so for Sweden to get something here. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for France. What's the football something they're going to go for? It's going to go for a 2-0 win for France. The lights are Samuel Titi and also Antonio Griezmann to win the goals for France. Next game is the biggest matchup in terms of the world rankings there. Spain against Germany. Wow, Weber. So they're in League A Group 4. And this is actually a big matchup as well too, because both Germany and Spain definitely have the opportunity to qualify. Spain need to beat Germany. Well, Germany, a point will be enough for them to do so. Ukraine, not going to be in the mix here because Germany or Spain will get the points to push them away from them. Spain win and Ukraine win their match against Switzerland. But the goal difference or head-to-head will probably be against them. So I'll say it'll be either between Germany or Spain. So I probably should have done my research a little bit more to confirm what exactly the teams need. Hello there, Toys Man. It's B8. Nice to see you back here again. And do you what? Apparently. Alright, so Spain and Germany. So $2.40 for Spain, $3.40 for the draw, and $2.80 for Germany. So what are we going to go for this match here? Two here. So both of these sides have been slipping up quite a few games. Germany still undefeated. 10 goals scored, 7 goals against. Spain scoring 7, conceding 3, missing a couple of penalty kicks in their last match as well too. Do have home advantage, not that has been helping too much there during this Koala Stadium's impact that's going on. Okay, so we got some questions here. Do you want? Oh, okay. Do you wank? No, a different wank tournament, man. Okay, so there's some issue there. You're trying to say the W wank instead of the R wank there, but apparently you probably can't type it out as one word, as it's somewhat censored on YouTube potentially there. Alright, so Spain 5th in the world against Germany 4th in the world for this match here. Difficult one. I might actually go for Germany to get the away win in this match. Gonna go a 3-1 German victory. But we'll have a look onto the details. The last time they played was a 1-1 draw back in September at Germany's home ground. Before that, 1-0 win for Spain back in the 2010 World Cup. There was a semi-final match, I believe, before Spain actually went on and won that trophy. A 1-0 win for Spain in 2008 in the Euro competition, which they also managed to win. It was a 1-1 draw back in 1994, 2-0 win for Germany in 1988, and before that, someone gets a little bit more meaningless. Alright, so what is the W wank? I don't know what that is. It's a fun wank tournament. No one does it in November though. It's very relaxing. It so yeah. I wouldn't say no one does it. Not do it in November. Normally it's like the hair growth mustache thing that people don't do during November as well too. So I'm gonna go for Germany 3-1 winners. The football simulator is gonna go for a 3-0 win for Spain. A demolition job here for the home side. Next match we have Switzerland taking on Ukraine. So this is the other game in League A Group 4, where Switzerland are 3 points behind Ukraine, 3 draws, 2 defeats. Meanwhile, Ukraine 2 wins and 3 defeats for themselves. So Switzerland need to win this match against Ukraine to have any shot of staying in this league. Otherwise, they will be relegated to League B if they haven't been already, depending how that head-to-head format works. We shall see what was their matchup last time around as well too. So Switzerland are the favourites here, $1.67, $3.75 for the draw, and $4.50 for Ukraine. Switzerland 12th in the world, taking on Ukraine, who are 22nd in the world. Got a few more comments here. Let me just scroll up. Very exciting to see how much you come, but it's What is that, Ptolemy? Yeah, that stuff. Okay. A few more inappropriate conversations going on there. So Switzerland at home against Ukraine. I should see what was the last match they played against each other. It was a 2-1 win for Ukraine, in fact. So the Switzerland's win, is that going to be enough? Maybe not. Switzerland at home. Probably going to go with Switzerland to win at home against Ukraine. They scored 6 goals compared to Ukraine's 5 goals. Ukraine have been quite leaky, despite them getting some incredible results against Spain. Let's go for a 2-0 win for Switzerland. Okay, and we have a prediction of a 2-0 win for Switzerland as well too, according to the Football Tomato. No, not Tearmaker, like the other wank. I don't know what Ptolemy is talking about. What a Nick Gar. Yeah, I know what Toys Man's talking about, but it's my best interest not to explain it too much further there. But we still got 5 more matches to preview for this part 1 video, and I'm supposed to be live in 6 minutes for part 2, so that one's going to be a bit delayed. Oh, hello, we got another person here. Geordie is a big boy and gets blowjobs. You're gay. You are gay. Okay. Yeah, pretty familiar conversations. So Montenegro are the favourites here against Cyprus at $1.57, $3.60 for the draw, and $6.50 for Cyprus. So big favourites are probably in League C, with Montenegro on top with 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 defeat so far. Meanwhile, for Cyprus, they are bottom of the league, 1 win, 1 draw, and 3 defeats. They desperately need to get a win to overtake Azerbaijan and stay in this league. Otherwise, they're going down to League D, which seems nearly inevitable against this tough quality battling opposition that is Montenegro. So can they pull off a shock result? And if Montenegro do slip up here and only pick up a draw or a defeat, then that gives the opportunity for Luxembourg to overtake them and actually get promoted to League B, and that'll be pretty exciting stuff for that to happen. Go and get cancer and get a haircut at Macca's. Okay, well, I have got a haircut there recently. It's pretty short. And yeah, I have been to Macca's there before, but I mean, it is one of the more unhealthy takeaway options. So the Subway option that's Taller Man was talking about there was probably a better option. Shout out Geordie is a beat boy. I hope you trip and fall. Hopefully I don't, because otherwise I might injure myself. But might be a bit of a laugh, that one anyway. But the other stuff I wouldn't wish on anyone, because that's pretty nasty stuff there. The cancer. So Cyprus, yeah, situation. Well, Montenegro, they are 58th in the world, taking on Cyprus. They got the home advantage. Cyprus 98th in the world. Cyprus 1 win, 1 draw, 3 defeats, only scoring 2 goals. Montenegro scoring 6 goals. And die, you boy. So we have a 2-0 win for Montenegro back in September. Before that, 2009, you have to go back to the last time they played against each other. A 1-1 draw and also a 2-2 draw. So Cyprus have been causing a few shots against this Montenegro opposition. But it's a bit of a stretch to see it happen here. So I'm going to go with Montenegro. A comfortable, let's go 3-0 winners against Cyprus to see them going down to League D once and for all. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with being gay there, but I can say that I'm not gay if that helps you at all. I'm not sure if it does, but hey, personal choice, eh? So what's the football summary they're going to go for? They're going to go for a scoreline of a 1-1 draw. So there's going to be another draw between these two sides. And both of these goals, strangely, in the 90th minute. So some stoppage time drama. So we have Dustin Lakator scoring the first goal for Montenegro. And then somehow you think, yay, we actually managed to win this game. And then all of a sudden, Nicholas, I know, gets the equaliser for Cyprus. And ouch. That's proving pretty costly there for Montenegro if Luxembourg is able to get a result against Azerbaijan, as it turns out. The next game is Malta taking on the Faroe Islands. They are League D Group 1, and this is top versus second spot. So does Malta have a chance to overtake the Faroes? I can't say for sure, but they have to win to have any opportunity of getting promoted to League C. So Faroe Islands are on top, undefeated so far. Yes, my name is Nathan Heaver. Gay is one like your birth. Say my full name and I'll leave you alone. I mean, I don't want you to leave me alone, so it's in my best interest not to say your name. Can I add you on Facebook, Nathan? Yes, you can. Go for it. You're a tall man. Be nicely appreciated. So Malta, $2.80, $3.10 for the draw, and $2.60 for the Faroe Islands. So it could be a very tight affair for this match. And Faroe Islands, they only need a draw to guarantee their spots. Potentially even a defeat might be enough, depending on the goal difference, head-to-head matchup, and all that sort of crazy business that goes in the Nations League. Points tally totals. So Faroe Islands, 146 in the world. And for Malta, they are 159th in the world. And no one's hit that like button yet, so I'm actually hit that like button, trying to boost up the channel. Be appreciated as well too. Potentially tall man, because Geordie is probably going to hit the dislike button, eh? You, K Hunt, I report you for being a gay. I don't think that's how it works, but we'll see. Yeah, well, thought you might dislike there, but feel free to change your mind and hit the like button. Like, we got one like now, it's way from Top Man, so I appreciate that support. Okay, we'll just have to make sure to turn this venue match around there, because I actually put the Faroe Islands instead of Malta first. So the Tarquilli Stadium in Tarquilli. Last time, it was a 3-2 win for Faroe Islands back in September, actually, there. So 5-goal for the Faroes, just edging out the win. Before that, 2019, 1-1 for the Faroes. And early in 2019, 2-1 for Malta. 2018, 1-1 draw. 3-1 win for Faroes. 2-1 with Faroes, 1997. So we got a few wins for the Faroes, a couple wins for Malta. Malta winning the home matches, Faroe Islands winning the home matches. So home advantage has been proven key in this particular match ups. So I'm going to go for Malta then to get a 1-0 victory. And it looks like we have Blake Ryan joining into the channel there. So hello. Good day, Nathan, instead of gay Nathan. Okay. Nice to see you. So kick-off. What have we got? Malta against the Faroes. I'm going to go 1-0 for Malta. They're going to go 4-0 win for Faroe Islands. Wow. Impressive stuff. Late finished Wayne King. Did you know that Sam's son? A song? No, I didn't know that. Sam who? So next game is Gibraltar taking on Liechtenstein. So there's the group of three. It involves Gibraltar, Liechtenstein, and San Marino. So Gibraltar are on top, 2 wins, 1 draw, and no defeats. Got a 3-point lead over Liechtenstein, who has 1 win, 1 draw, and 1 defeat for themselves. So it's looking good for Gibraltar to get promoted to League C. But can they do it in style at home against Liechtenstein? The odds are very close in this match here. $2.70 for Gibraltar, $2.88 for the draw, and $2.88 for Liechtenstein. When both of these nations have only managed to get a draw against San Marino, and that just shows its own story of how terrible these nations actually are in the whole grand scheme of things. So if it does get promoted, it is where they're going to struggle in the League C. Liechtenstein is one of the world's smallest countries, yeah. Exactly. Same with Gibraltar and same with San Marino. San Marino's got like 30,000 people. Liechtenstein, probably, they got just a few more than that. And yeah, Gibraltar's got like 50,000. So they're all really small, landlocked island nations there. Why are you wearing a dirty shirt? You wore that yesterday. You caught me. Yeah, I probably should wear it tonight. I just like it too much. Apologies. So Gibraltar 196 in the world and Liechtenstein 182nd in the world. What's the past matchup we got here? It was a 1-1 for Gibraltar back in October. And then before that, 2-1 win for Gibraltar 2018 and a 2-0 win for Liechtenstein in 2018. How many goals these sides scored? Gibraltar's just scored 2 goals, conceded none in 3 games. Liechtenstein has scored 2, conceded 1 in their 3 games. So they've barely been scoring any goals at all, these particular nations. So they could potentially see another 0-0 draw. We've seen very few shots on target in the past few matches. No, I haven't done the Blenheim Park one at all there at all, man. I only done 4 so far. I've done the likes of the Pegasus, the Foster, the Hagley, and also the Kapiti Coast. But yeah, the Park 1 update from last week's video should be out. I'll probably do that tomorrow, saying about 2-1 each different venue there and what times. Do you know the famous YouTube Poker Staples? Here's my cousin. Well, that's pretty impressive. Poker Staples 80,000. Oh, okay. I know the other Jamie Staples there. Is that guy? Jamie Staples? Because he's done really well for himself there. Poker Staples 80,000 subscribers, cousin. Impressive going. So I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw between Gibraltar and Liechtenstein. And the football simulator is going to go for a 5-0 win for Gibraltar. Wow. That will be sensational. The likes of Lee, Casico, Joshua Cipollina, Jack Sargent, Lee Casico on the score sheet again, and Joseph Cipollini in his second as well too. Wow. So we've got 2 matches to go, and then I need to quickly switch over to the part 2 of the stream because that's supposed to be live right now. I'm a bit late. We didn't really adjust for how long these particular videos we're going to take. Yeah, but it's Jamie Staples' other accounts. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty amazing stuff if you got a close connection with him, because then hopefully he gives you a bit of money and then you can be pretty rich yourself without actually having to play the game. Dish Tips Duets went live, Nathan. This just... Yeah, exactly. My other video just went live there recently, but I'm not quite there yet. So let's get through these games. So we have Luxembourg taking on Azerbaijan. Luxembourg are the favourites here at $1.91. $3 for the draw and $4.20 for Azerbaijan. This is in League C, Group 1. Second place against third place. And Luxembourg, with a win here, it could be good enough to overtake Montenegro and get themselves promoted to League B. If Montenegro do slip up. Meanwhile, for Azerbaijan, win here, they're still third place, but at least they wouldn't be embarrassed if Cyprus is able to pull off a surprise result against Montenegro, because then that would mean they actually get relegated. So they might need to win this match depending on what goes on in the other game. So two really key matchups in this group here. Promotion and relegation at stake. You tell me he earns 46,000 a year, which is pretty good. Can you do the WAP? The WAP. I don't know what that is. Is a type of dance or something like that, man? And yeah, 46,000 a year. That's pretty sensational. So I only managed to get like maybe 100, 200 subscribers a year. So completely different levels. Matt Sepana is such a horrible YouTuber. Do you agree he is annoying as well? I haven't seen that, but I can write that down in my notes to try and check out for you later on at a later date, or maybe even later on tonight. Okay, I was correct. It's a dance. Right, so Luxembourg 93rd in the world, Azerbaijan 96th in the world. Been played at Luxembourg's home ground. And previous results as they went to Luxembourg, they're 2-1 winners against Azerbaijan on the road. 1-1 draw in 2013 and a 0-0 draw back in 2013. So I've been pretty impressive with Luxembourg. So it'd be really good if they're able to get the win and overtake Montenegro, get themselves promoted, because they are a pretty small nation and they do terrific stuff, just like Iceland is able to achieve. So I'm going to go with Luxembourg to get themselves. Let's go with a 3-0 win. I think they're just going to easily breeze past this game here. So let's see. What do we have? We're going to go for it's going to be a 2-0 win for Luxembourg, in fact. The likes of Christopher Martins Pereira and Matson Charnot scoring the goals for Luxembourg. Do a headstand, please. That sounds like something I should do for the 500 subscriber video, just like the chocolate milk dance and all that. So stay tuned for that. It'll be a great historical milestone and all sorts of things going on for that video there. So hit that subscribe button if you're new and share the video, and we might get there before you know it. You know that Geordie Pluto guy you made in AFL Evo? Yeah, I did have heard of him before. He hasn't tuned into any of these live streams there recently, I don't think. Yeah, one of what he's up to is like from Australia, likes his Australian Football League. Okay, so that was that match. Okay, last one we have Croatia taking on Portugal for this part one. Croatia $3.40, $3.40 for the draw, and $2.10 for Portugal to win the match. So this is the League A, Group 3. Croatia in third place, 1 win and 4 defeats. Meanwhile for Portugal, 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 defeat. So Portugal, I heard they're out of it, so they're going to finish second spot. Meanwhile for Croatia, they might need to get a draw or a win here to keep themselves above Sweden and stay in the League A. Do a 500 subscriber special stream as well to do a ranking video so we can interact with it. Well, it's going to be a live stream, and what do you mean by a ranking video as well so we can interact with it? So you want me to do some sort of something on the side as well as the live stream? I think it's just sort of a really broad stream, so everyone can sort of share their own ideas and we can sort of roll with the punches on what you guys want me to do at the time. We can, instead of having a key aspect to it like all these other videos do, we have the Nations League videos that I'm mainly covering here. So Croatia $3.40, $3.40 for the draw, and $2.10 for Portugal. Who we get the final victory here before we move on to the part 2 for match day number 6. Do a strawberry milk dance. Well, the plan was to do a chocolate milk dance, but who knows? Maybe I'll do a strawberry one as well too. Probably should get some ideas on what you guys want me to do before I do the live stream a bit more. Like on OBS, do a ranking video or something that the subscribers choose so we can interact with it. Yeah, exactly. It's a potential possibility. Yeah, just sort of give you ideas on what you want me to do. That's why I might have some of these notes to come up with few different ones. So Croatia 15th in the world, meanwhile Portugal are 3rd. Been played in Zagreb. Last time was a 4-1 victory for Portugal. Before that, back in 2016, a 1-0 extra time win for Portugal and a 3-0 win for Portugal back in 1996. So pretty easy, comfortable stuff for Portugal in these games here. And probably another game for Cristiano Ronaldo to get on the score sheet and add to his 102 goal tally. So yeah, I'll go for Portugal, despite being on the road. Going to go for a 3-1 scoreline. The football summator is going to go for a 1-1 draw with Bernardo Silva scoring for Portugal and Andrea Kramic scoring the goal for Croatia. So that concludes part 1. We'll cover a couple more comments here. I was wondering how much you spend on the Photoshop to make a thumbnails because I might purchase it. I didn't spend a single penny or cent. The black wine, I used the canva.com website, just free thumbnails that are able to just upload from Google Images and then transfer them over to YouTube. So I found that pretty handy there. Do a Peter Little Booger dance as well? Peter Little Booger. Yeah, exactly. So it sounds like I'll be dancing quite a bit in this live stream there. So it should be quite fun and exciting. As well as doing some tier list videos, Sparkle type of stuff. They have in New Zealand, I heard as well, Blake. Tournament, they are doing a promotion for every Peter Little Burger. You get a free Shane Tuck footy that isn't pumped. Okay, that's pretty good. Sweet man, much again. Okay, so that concludes part 1. I'll be back in like a couple minutes for part 2. This is the big bulk 18 matches that's coming up in a couple of days' time. So until then, thumbs up, subscribe, and just check me out on the other live stream. I'll go pretty soon. Cheers. And I'll answer all these other questions over there. See you there. Cheers.